Hello everyone, it's me, Lamer Gamer. Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm bringing you another Sea of Thieves Tall Tale walkthrough, including all the journal locations. Today's Tall Tale is going to be the Legendary Storyteller. It sees you heading up to Ancient Spire Outpost. Yes, you've got to climb up all those ladders and speak to Tasha in the tavern, but it is a great Tall Tale. Lots of things to uncover and figure out, especially when you're trying to work through the little stories that she's written in her journal. I am a member of the Sea of Thieves creator crew, so if you do like what you see, head on over there and see what other stuff I've posted. If you want to come support me live on my Twitch stream, then please hit me up there. All my links to social media and stuff are below, and if you do find this Tall Tale walkthrough useful, please hit the subscribe button and let me know in the comments if you find this useful or if you've got any questions. Now, without further ado, let's head to Ancient Spire Outpost. To begin the Legendary Storyteller Tall Tale, you will need to head to Ancient Spire Outpost and speak to Tasha in the tavern. Once you've found the journal on the side of the bar, you will need to vote for it to begin the Tall Tale. Once Tasha has gone through the opening dialogue for the Tall Tale, you will receive 3 stories in your quest inventory. The stories we received were The Smallest Boat, Treasure Adventure, and Naughty Man. These titles take us to the following locations: map coordinates K9, Lone Cove, and Scurvy Isley, however you say it. Treasure Adventure takes us to map coordinates K9, where you'll have to dive below a shipwreck on an uncharted island to find an open treasure chest with one of the quest items in. In this instance, we found the chalice key. Once you've collected the chalice key, you will also receive the commendation for doing so. Bring the key back to your boat, as you will need it later on in the quest. The second story we tackled was The Smallest Boat. This story took us to Lone Cove, where we found an underground cave on the northwest of the island. Once inside the cave, find the smashed up rowboat and dig next to it. At this dig site we uncovered the crown key. Once you've got that key, you will also receive the commendation for that as well. Once again, bring the key back to the boat and sail to the next island. The third story in the journal, The Naughty Man, took us to Scurvy Isley, however you want to say it, where we had to find a dig site on the east side of the island. There were a few skeletons there that we had to deal with, but nothing too major. Once you've dealt with the skeletons, return to the dig site and begin digging. In this instance we found Briggs's chest. Once you've dug up the chest, return it to the boat and then unlock it with both of the keys you have dug up using the other tails. Once the chest is open, you will receive the cursed plank. You will need to use this plank to locate the final island in this Tall Tale. To do this, you will have to look at the other side of the plank, which will give you a map reference, in this case H6, which took us back to Lone Cove. You will then need to use the holes and markings on the other side of the plank to identify a dig site. The dig site is normally identified as a hole on the plank here. Dig in this spot and you will uncover the ancient crown. Once you have the ancient crown, return back to Ancient Spire Outpost, where you will need to give it to Tasha. Yes, back up those really long ladders.
This crown, it's the one from Briggs's stories. I can't believe it.
Once the dialogue with Tasha is complete, you will then have completed the Tall Tale. And you will be awarded this commendation. So celebrate, rejoice. In this case, we did the palm tree wave. And just like that, the main body of the Tall Tale is complete. Now I know there are different islands and you can get various different stories, so I've posted as much information as I can about those in the description below. Although if there are things that I have missed, I am sorry, I didn't do those in this particular walkthrough. Now before we start looking at the journals, I will remind you that you need to start the Tall Tale in order for them to spawn and be active and to be able to count towards a commendation for collecting them. Otherwise you could be searching around islands for books that don't even count towards a commendation. So please start the Tall Tale before you go journal hunting. Let's go! Once you've started this Tall Tale at Ancient Spire Outpost, you will need to head to the following islands: Galleon's Grave Outpost, Daggertooth Outpost, Lone Cove, Mermaids Hideaway, and Old Salt's Atoll. I've done them in this order, however some of these islands do appear in the stories that you're given in the main Tall Tale. So at Galleon's Grave Outpost you need to head to the top where the shipwreck is on top of the island. Inside one of the cages of the hanging skeletons you will find the first journal. The second journal can be found in the tavern at Daggertooth Outpost. As you head into the tavern, look to your right and there should be a bookcase with a Tall Tale on it. The third journal is located on Lone Cove in the same cave as where we went for the Tall Tale earlier. But instead of going left to the broken rowboat, you want to go right and look for a shelf surrounded by mushrooms, and this is where you'll find the book. The fourth journal is located on a beach camp on the north beach of Mermaids Hideaway. The journal is located inside of a broken barrel. The final journal is located in the shipwreck at Old Salt's Atoll. If you head to where the front of the boat is, you will find a hole, and within the hole of the ship you will find the journal. Once you have read this final journal, you will receive the commendation for finding all 5 journals. And there you have it, the complete guide to the Legendary Storyteller. If you've enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, hit the subscribe button, and if you want to be notified every time I do post a new walkthrough or video, hit the bell as well. You can also see me streaming live regularly on Twitch, and you can also find me on the various other social media platforms. In the meantime, you take it steady, and I'll see you online. Cheers!